If Reddit moderators are doing $3.5 billion of unpaid work each year, then I probably do around $1.5 billion of consultant work on Twitter. A little bit of psychiatry as well, because I deal with a lot of emotionally unstable individuals on that platform. I love Reddit moderators. They're amazing. They prove why socialism doesn't work. Did you notice that? Like, you would have a socialist which manages to get into a position of power, becomes a Reddit moderator. I mean, like, it's not a lot of power, but he does have, like, a little bit of influence in his corner of the internet. My God, he does not want to let it go. Like, no matter what, he doesn't share the power. He covets it. And it usually happens with the socialist Redditors that end up being moderators that are the most power-hungry individuals that I have ever seen. Like, God forbid if any one of those actually gets into politics. Reminds me of a little subreddit. I don't know how many of you remember it. It was Our Work, right? And it started innocently enough. It was like a couple of people posting their bad experiences with their bosses. And the punchline was that the boss was unreasonable and eventually the people quit. Now, this attracted the dredges of society. The lazy people who literally do not want to work. I mean, under communism, we used to have this saying. It's like, you have 2 hands, 2 feet. Why the fuck aren't you working? Do you want to leech on the taxpayer? Do you want to be a burden on society? The communists used to actually call these people social parasites. Like, under the Soviet Union and the Iron Curtain, this was the name. So if you happen to be like disabled, then yeah, you would get welfare. But if you were a person that was healthy of body and healthy of mind, then no, you did not get welfare. So anyway, the interesting point with this is that as the subreddit starts attracting all these socialist individuals, eventually it moves away from just making fun of unreasonable bosses to making fun of working. And this is happening during the pandemic, so like a lot of people want to stay home, and eventually they end up with a representative of the subreddit that was an actual anarcho-communist, and he goes on Fox News and he embarrasses the entire subreddit. Like the guy was working part-time, walking some dogs. He was paid a lot more than it's reasonable for the job that he was doing, and he was still complaining. He was whining about capitalism. He was whining about how difficult it is in America, and he said a lot of dumb shit. So like everyone is laughing at him, and when he goes back to his moderating forum, he notices that the people there don't like him very much, and they're like, "Look, you embarrassed us. Like, can you just please step down? Like, just please, let someone else be." He refused, right? So now you have like this interesting standoff between the moderators and the company itself, and they're gaslighting each other, and it's all that good shit. But it's interesting that Reddit is fully aware of what's going on, so they decided to have a system where people can actually vote their moderators down. So like if any Our Work is happening again, then people can initiate the vote, I guess. I don't know for how long the system is going to stay, or because, like, again, Reddit likes to work hand in hand with its moderators in order to push products and to suppress dissent and other shit. So there are some moderators that, even though they're despised by the community, they don't want to see go. But the system where people can vote, oh my God, that terrifies them. And what's interesting is it terrifies the communists the most of all. Like, they are the ones that are the most scared of this, because, like, if you actually read some communist literature, they believe that they are a true democracy, right? So, like the communist system is an actual democracy. They criticize the democracy we have, the constitutional republic that the Americans have. They don't like that shit. So you end up with a hilarious situation where when they actually get the democracy they like, and they were very afraid of January 6th that they would steal their democracy, but now that is like a little democracy on their little corner of the internet, they're absolutely terrified. Still, yes, they are doing unpaid work. I do agree with this. Reddit forces you to have moderators. Like, this is the most disgusting way that Reddit and Discord actually operates, and Twitch, to a certain degree, that they're operating the same way that the Nazis operated their death camps. Like, I made this comparison before. In order to save cost, the Nazis would actually select a prisoner and they would name him a capo. So the capo was in the interesting situation where he was also oppressed and an oppressor. He was oppressed because he was still in the death camp, but he was an oppressor because he was of a higher status than the other prisoners. And most of the time, the capos were very brutal. They would be selected from some of the worst hardened criminals, and they were the ones that, would police the intelligentsia, the academics that found themselves in the death camp, right? The people that were there just because of their ethnicity, so on and so forth. But it was a smart way of cutting down costs and also keeping the guards safe. Because if there was ever a rebellion, then the guards could just say, okay, so you guys don't like this capo. Fine, we're going to punish him and we're going to put someone else. It's literally the same what Reddit is doing, right? Like, the Reddit admins are safe, they're not the ones doing the censorship. And if you don't like the moderators, that's fine, they will allow you to change them, right? But the moderators themselves have to listen to the admins. So it's in the situation that if you want to have like a Reddit subforum or something like that, you have to moderate it. Like, they're not going to moderate it for you. The same with Discord. And this is what I hate using Discord the most. It's like, if they were to have like terms of service and bots and stuff and just punish the people that are posting bad stuff, that would be great. But no. You have to moderate your Discord community yourself. And if you happen to have a large community, then it's very difficult because, good luck moderating thousands of people. And the biggest issue happens to be, not only that, but like when the admin just finds out that someone did hate speech somewhere, they don't even show you where it is, so you now have to find it. Good fucking luck with that. So the only way it works is like if you're connected with the admins from Discord. Like if you have like someone that can talk or you partner with Discord, then it's fine. Like you're allowed to have some hate speech on your Discord. They're going to turn them away. They're going to turn a blind eye. And I assume it's the same with Reddit. Like they like some moderators and some subreddits that they're not going to be cracking down the hammer against. But it is what it is. Yes. So like this is why the internet overwhelmingly hates the moderators. It's because they do it for free. It's because they're proving socialism doesn't work by coveting power, and once they get it, they don't share it, as their ideology should decree. And they're assholes. Like, they're absolute assholes. Like, why else would you want power on your little corner of the internet if you know that people don't like you? Simply to have power, isn't it? Right? And I'm pretty sure, like, in some cases on larger subreddits, it's proven that they prefer certain VIPs, which give them money and stuff under the table. So, horrible, corrupt system, honestly. But whatever. I'm really curious to see how the standoff is going to end. Obviously, I do believe that Reddit itself is going to win in the end. I mean, there's no question about it. But still, the moderators did have some egg on their face. From what I heard, it's because of the API, which now has to be paid. Like, there's a program that a lot of these moderators used, which allow for block lists to be shared amongst each other, and now they're not going to be able to use that. I don't know if that's true or not, but this is one of the big rumors. Big if true. But anyway, right, I'm genuinely curious, like, why is the reason that they're protesting, right? Because Reddit did a lot of bad shit in the past, and no one protested against that. But like, this is what obsessed them? I just find it interesting. Let me know what you guys think, though, and as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.